Hi everyone, this is Learning with Linda, and today I bring you the Summer PEBT 2021 update. As of right now, we have 48 states that have been approved, and as always, I bring you those payout dates. We will also be talking about when will the SNAP emergency allotments end, and we also have PEBT payment update for the state of Texas. So stay tuned to ensure that you receive this information. Now, before we get started, if you are interested in the latest news regarding stimulus, taxes, child tax credit, SNAP, PEBT, and everything in between, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down below. Now let's get right to it. And if you're interested in learning how to get cash back from your food stamps or any grocery shopping, make sure you check out this video called How to Get Cash Back from Your Food Stamps. Link will be in the video description. You can also use the Ibotta app where you can get cash back when doing your grocery shopping. And don't forget about the $10 you can receive once you sign up and upload your first receipt using the referral code that is on the screen. Now moving on to the topic of the SNAP emergency allotments and when will it end? I have read some comments. Some people believe the emergency allotments have already ended in the month of September. However, there is a little bit of more further information I would like to provide you with. So let's get started. So since March 2020, states have been using temporary SNAP food stamp flexibility to provide emergency benefit supplements, maintain benefits to households with children, missing school meals, and ease program administration during the pandemic. These options have allowed states to deliver more food assistance to struggling families, help manage intense administrative demands, and ensure that participants maintain much needed benefits. Now, remember that states can give SNAP households emergency supplementary benefits, and all states have used this option. The USDA may approve states to provide these benefits as long as the federal government has declared a public health emergency and the state has issued an emergency or disaster declaration, with a few exceptions applied. So make sure you keep this in mind when wondering when the emergency allotments will end. These are one of the few requirements that must be in place. The Biden administration has announced that the federal public health emergency will likely remain in place for the rest of 2021. Some states have taken steps towards ending or have ended their state COVID-19 related emergency declarations, and a small number of states have ceased issuing allotments. Households will experience a significant benefit cut when these allotments end. Now moving on to another important topic, which is we have another weak job report. September wasn't exactly the robust month for hiring that many had expected and hoped for. September just saw 194,000 jobs added nationwide. That number represents less than half of the 500,000 jobs that economists predicted. For months, economists predicted a surge in hiring in September as unemployment benefits expired for millions of workers and schools reopened across the country. Instead, last month marked the weakest hiring this year, and an alarming number of women had stopped working again to deal with unstable school and childcare situations. In normal times, 194,000 jobs would be considered a decent monthly gain. But as Robert Dye, chief economist at the Comerica Banking Company, noted, these are not normal times. A further disappointing result in October would suggest that this is a fundamentally different labor market than we thought a few months ago. However, the good news is that the unemployment rate in September fell to 4.8%, better than the expected 5.1%. So next, we have a Texas summer PEBT payment update. Just keep in mind the USDA did state a certain date that people would be receiving their summer PEBT. However, I did find further information regarding payment information that has been updated and was provided by the PEBT Texas State website. So when and how will I get my summer PEBT funds? Childcare age children, once again born after August 1st, 2014, who receive SNAP food benefits at any time between June 2021 through August 2021 will automatically receive summer PEBT benefits in their Lone Star card from October 11th through the 15th. If you received 2020 through 2021 school year PEBT benefits because you completed the PEBT online application, or you automatically received benefits because you were part of a SNAP family, you will have summer PEBT benefits automatically loaded on your card from November 29th through December 3rd. Families that do not receive SNAP benefits and are newly eligible for summer PEBT will have their EBT benefits mailed to them with PEBT benefits loaded through December 6th through the 10th. So next, let's talk about summer PEBT for the year 2021. Let's review how the standard benefit amount was determined. Keep in mind this is the amount that you should be expecting to receive in your card. So first, what the federal government did was that they are paying, or they're determining how much a lunch, a breakfast, and a snack would cost, right? So it would cost $3.60 in the contiguous United States for a lunch, $2.26 for a breakfast, and 96 cents for a snack, making that a daily rate total of $6.82. As you can see, for Alaska, the daily rate total would be $10.99. For Hawaii, Guam, Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico, it would be $7.97. So next, what the federal government did was that they took this daily rate total and multiplied it by the median length of the covered summer period, the weekdays, which is 55. So if you multiply the daily rate times the 55, and then you'll get the standard benefit amount. So for the contiguous United States, you should be expecting to receive $375 in your PEBT card. For Alaska, it would be $604, and Hawaii, Guam, Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico, it will be $438. So we have two more states that have been added for summer PEBT, and they are Idaho issuing $375 and Nevada issuing $375. Keep in mind we still have two states left that still haven't released their payments for summer PEBT, and they are North Dakota and the state of New Hampshire. Now, regarding the payout date information for the state of Idaho, Idaho will be issuing a one-time payment in fall 2021. The state of Nevada will be issuing one-time payment anytime between December 14th through December 23rd. So here is a list of the states that have already been approved. We'll start with Alabama issuing $375, Alaska $604, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado issuing all $375, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, DC, Florida, Georgia issuing $375, Hawaii $438. Next, we have the state of Illinois issuing $375, Indiana $375, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Maryland, Massachusetts, all issuing $375, Michigan $375, and the state of Minnesota will be issuing $430, Mississippi $375, Missouri $375, Montana $375, Nebraska, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Oklahoma, all issuing $375. We also have the state of Oregon issuing $389, Pennsylvania $375, and Puerto Rico will be issuing $438. We also have Rhode Island issuing $375, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Vermont, Virginia, Washington, and West Virginia all issuing $375, along with Wisconsin and Wyoming also issuing $375. Now let's go over the payout date information. First off, let's start off with the state of Alabama. So what's happening with the Alabama PEBT payment? I had to do my own research, and this is a little bit of information that I did find for you guys. The Department of Human Resources says parents with issues should read the news releases posted to their website for information, or call the PEBT customer service hotline at 1-800 410-5827. Now, while there is a DHR hotline for parents with questions and complaints about PEBT, many Facebook posts report a long wait times and difficulty getting through. The hotline receives an average of 3,500 calls a day. This is according to DHR. For example, Ms. Jackson said she called the DHR hotline for more than 11 times and never got through. On the 12th try, she was placed on hold for over 30 minutes until someone finally took down her information, telling her they'd give her a call back with answers in 3 to 5 days. When that time came and she called back, she was told staff didn't have any information for her. This is definitely very upsetting to hear, as I know many families are waiting on their payment. However, I'll continue to do my research and provide you guys with any updates I may find. Now moving on to the state of Alaska, one-time payment in early September, Arizona one-time payment in August, Arkansas one-time payment on July 21st, California has an upcoming one-time payment in December, so does Colorado one-time payment in late October, Connecticut one-time payment on September 18th or the 25th, Delaware one-time payment on July 8th, July 29th, August 19th, or September 9th, DC one-time payment on August 25th, Florida, one-time payment beginning November 15th. Georgia, one-time payment on December 31st. Hawaii, 2 payments, one in July and one in August. The state of Illinois will be issuing a one-time payment August 11th through the 20th. Indiana, one-time payment in mid-June. Iowa, 2 payments August 11th through the 20th and September 11th through the 20th. Kansas, one-time payment September 20th. Kentucky, one-time payment in August. Louisiana, one-time payment in August. Maine, one-time payment in September. Next, we have the state of Maryland with 2 payments, half in September and half in October. Massachusetts, 2 payments, one in July 1st and August 1st. Now, regarding the state of Michigan, the USDA website provided us with the payment date of August 14th. However, I did hear from many of you guys claiming that you didn't receive your payment. And then I also did read some of the comments claiming that some people received their payment from the state of Michigan at the end of the month of September. So if you didn't receive your payment, I highly recommend for you to contact your local PEBT office. Next, we have the state of Minnesota issuing 2 payments, one in July and one in September. The state of Mississippi has an upcoming one-time payment on October 31st. Missouri, one-time payment on September 10th. Montana, one-time payment in August. Nebraska, one-time payment September 8th. New Jersey, one-time payment in August. New Mexico, one-time payment in August as well. New York, one-time payment in September. North Carolina, one-time payment in mid-June. We already mentioned that one. Ohio, we have 2 payments, one in June and one at the end of July. Oklahoma has an upcoming one-time payment in November. Oregon, 2 payments, one in September and one in October. Pennsylvania, one-time payment September 13th through the 24th. Puerto Rico, one-time payment in July. Next, we have the state of Rhode Island issuing 2 payments, one in mid-July, one mid-August. South Carolina, 2 payments, one mid-August and one on September 30th. South Dakota, one-time payment on September 15th. Tennessee, one-time payment in the month of July. Next, we have the state of Utah issuing 2 payments at the end of August. Vermont, one-time payment in July. Virginia, one-time payment at the end of August. Washington, one-time payment in July. We go with West Virginia, one-time payment on July 12th. Wisconsin, one-time payment on August 21st. And the state of Wyoming has an upcoming one-time payment in the month of November. And that is all the updates that I have for today. Remember to turn on your notifications button to know when I have uploaded a new video. See you next time.